I just feel led to come online and encourage someone today. If you're finding this, it's because you need to hear this message. As a person who has survived just about everything that you can imagine, I feel as though I have a unique vantage point and insight on how to survive just about anything. There's hardly an experience that you can mention that you're going through now or that you went through in the past that I didn't also experience firsthand. My life has been nothing short of insane. Thank God I don't look like what I've been through. I want to speak to someone specifically who are surrounded by enemies. You're aware of their existence because they make themselves known. Every time you're about to transition into a higher level or to do something out of your comfort zone, here come these people. Whether they appear in the form of gossipers, naysayers, some of them are very bold. They will come up to your face and tell you that you shouldn't do this. You're not good enough. You don't have what it takes. And oftentimes, these people, they might even be in your family. They might be your best friend, someone that you've known for the longest while, and they just can't stand to see you win. Some people cannot stand to see you excel. They would prefer that you would call them and ask for $100 or help with something. It's not that they want to help you, it's just that they feel that they have an edge above you if you're still relying on them for your subsistence. So the thought of you excelling in spite of them or just doing something that does not in any way need their input, it bothers them. These kinds of people, you need to leave them out of your life because you will not go forward with people like this. But those individuals are mild with their hatred by comparison to the next group, the ones that will deliberately take steps to sabotage you. They won't just gossip on the side or wish that you fail. They will go to lengths, even so far as to go to witchcraft or to contact your boss and say something that's derogatory to impugn your reputation. That group of people, they're usually very stealthy so that you don't even suspect that they would go to that extent to see you fail. And today, God is saying that that individual or persons, because it can be many of them, their time is up. It's time for them to be exposed, and that's why you're finding this message today. Because God wants you to open your eyes and look at your circle and see that some of your biggest cheerleaders, because they don't always come bearing criticism, some of them you can see them a mile away because they wear their emotions on their sleeves. They wear their negativity, their negative commentary and snide remarks. They wear them on their sleeves. So you can see them coming a mile away. Those people, they need to go. But the ones that I'm really, really talking about are the ones that you won't see coming because they're always smiling with you. They're always the first ones to say, oh, you've met a major milestone? Let's throw a party. Let's celebrate you. And those are the ones that are the backstabbers. They're secretly plotting your destruction. They're going to, so far as to involve themselves in witchcraft because they want to see you fail. Some people would go so far as to sell their troubles to you to make sure that you don't succeed. Spiritual people, you know exactly what I'm talking about. They would borrow $20 from you and do all kinds of witchcraft and other stuff with that money and give you back the same $20. And you're not paying attention. You're thinking, oh, thank you for giving me back the money that you borrowed from me. And you weren't paying attention, or you'd see it's the same money. People are extremely shisty and do some very evil, conniving, deceitful things to others. And sometimes it's over nothing, it's just jealousy. They can't stand to see you win. These kinds of people, they do not have an internal locus of control. They do not compete with themselves. When I say compete with yourself, I mean, for instance, let's use running on the treadmill. If you're running on the treadmill and your record is you did a 10-minute mile, your goal should be to beat your record. Bring it down to 9 minutes or whatever was your last number to decrease it. But some people can't do that. They want to compete with others. They want to make sure somebody's always under them. And that's how they derive their self-esteem, which is really sad. Why do you need to outdo somebody that you claim is your friend to get your self-esteem? You feel better to know that someone is doing worse than you? It's hard to believe, but you'd be surprised how many people that are your biggest cheerleaders. That's exactly how they feel, because they're not good people. And when I say some people are not good people, that might make someone that don't necessarily share that view say, why would you say that? I'm sorry, but some people are not good. All of us have the potential for good or evil within us, but some people are just rotten to the core and they need to be stayed away from. But today God is saying it's time for you to look at your circle. Don't dismiss hunches and intuitions. You just have this feeling that something is off with this individual, and you keep giving them second chances, and you say, no, they wouldn't do that. You need to pay attention to those little, it's like a nagging feeling like something is off. You can't quite put your finger on it because the person is that stealthy. Something don't feel right. Don't ignore it. Because if you're expecting that you're going to become some type of a priest and they're going to come and give you a confession, you're going to be waiting a long time. They're not going to confess that they're wishing you harm. So that little nudge you're hearing in your spirit, that's an insight from the Creator trying to protect you. And you need to listen to it. I learned that the hard way. And if you are gifted enough where you receive dreams, not just nudges and intuition, you receive dreams and someone is showing up in your dream and you're being warned to stay away from this individual, do not ignore it. Do not ignore your dreams. That was one of my many gifts from since when I was very young. I would dream stuff and it would happen. And I got a warning about somebody and I didn't listen. Don't ignore your dreams. Some people will get very deep and philosophical and tell you, no, maybe it's just a spirit or a demon and they're making themselves appear as this person to cause problems. No, 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 no. Pay attention to your dreams. It can be the difference between life or death. I cannot get into details of the dreams that I have gotten over the years that I ignored and how much I regret it. The universe can find many different ways to alert you to the fact that you have a snake right next to you. And because you're so good-hearted yourself, you can't imagine that someone would be so evil. That's a very, very big weakness for kind-hearted people. Because your view of the world and the way things should be is so solid and so normal, you can't fathom that someone that breaks bread with you would be plotting your destruction. You're thinking, well, I wouldn't do that to him. It doesn't mean he wouldn't do it to you, though. So I would say listen to those hunches and listen to your dreams. If the people around you are telling you this person is bad news and you don't see it yet, especially if they know you really well and they know that this person or persons, they're kind of taking you out of your way of being because they have like a bird's eye view of the situation. They're not being enthralled and sucked in by the person's stories and all the different fake presentations they're doing. The people that love you, they're not privy to the big song and dance and the masquerade that this person that is trying to see you fail is demonstrating. So sometimes you got to listen to the close people, the people that are close to you that you know for sure, they have your back. So this message is reaching you today, and who knows, it might be your last warning. There's probably somebody right now that is about to bring you so close to ruin when this message finds you. So you need to search your circles, pay attention, and you got to let some people go because they're your secret enemy. It's not every enemy that is going to wear their hatred on their sleeves for you to see them a mile away. Some of them you won't see them coming. But for some people that are highly spiritual, you always get a warning. You always get a warning. It depends on how spiritually in tuned you are and how courageous you are to acknowledge that this warning, if I heed this warning, there's nothing for me to lose, and I'm not going to wait around to find out. I'm going to take the courage that I need and just sever ties with this individual. And I wish someone had said that to me years ago because I trusted the wrong people, because my heart is kind. I'm an empath. I'm a humanitarian. I'm very loving and very forgiving and patient and long-suffering and all these altruistic traits. And someone saw me as a prey. And I was warned. But because my heart was so pure, I couldn't fathom that someone would want to harm me. And I'm telling you today, whoever finds this, it's not accidental. I'm not a YouTuber. YouTube is not my thing. I don't like coming on camera. For me to sit here and make this video, you needed to hear this video. You needed to hear this message, whoever you are. And that's all I'm going to say for now. My name is Onika. Have a blessed day and be careful. Not because you're good, it means the other guy or girl is good. People are making a conscious decision to operate out of their darker instinct. We all have it, good and evil. No one is 100% good. No one is 100% bad. Whatever one human does, all humans have the capacity to do as far as behavior. Not necessary like educational stuff like that. I'm talking about actions, moral conduct. So not because you choose to operate from your good-natured side, it means that the other person is going to do the same. Some people have sold over themselves to darkness. They derive such pleasure from inflicting harm on others. They're sick. And they don't come with a sign that says, you might want to stay away from me because I'm pure, unadulterated evil. I'm a reprobate mind. You'll just find out, if you find out, before it's too late. So that's all I'm going to say for now. Scan your surroundings. And you got to let some people go. You'll thank me later. I'm Onika. Have a nice day.